Hello everyone, I'm BeakerTeck, also known as Keegan, and welcome back to Democracy 3. We ended off last episode with me trying to find the environment bubble, and I thought of a great way to do it. The great genius idea is click on environmentalist, and then go to the environment, right? Let's try and get this up, though I don't know how I'm going to do that. Pollution, I'd like to bring down, but that's only sort of, done by the environment. So I need something to bring the environment up. And I don't know what that's going to be. Because I need to stop spending money. I can't spend any more money, so let's use some political capital and implement some more taxes. A car tax would be quite nice. How much? And it brings me money. There's a carbon tax. Flat income tax. All of these, wow. They bring a lot of money. It's 39. It's 43. Carbon tax is a tax levied on all emissions of carbon dioxide. It's going to make environmentalists happy. Not going to make anyone else happy. 39. My max is 62. I would get this straight away. Right, I can do maybe one other thing this turn, and then we could go about looking at that for the next turn. I don't want to tax the internet. That seems a little bit ridiculous. Mortgage tax relief, 83 million. Let's implement a plastic bag tax, which is going to make the capitalists unhappy, the environmentalists happy. It's also going to make us a little bit of money, which is great. And then we're just going to proceed straight on to the next one, because I really, really want to put the that new tax in on cars. Vigilante mobs are at an end. However, we now have a brain drain, which is because of the luxury goods tax, so I might have to lower that at some point. But that's okay. With the car tax, it's going to equalize everything out. Appoint a UN ambassador. Our ambassador to the UN retires this year, and we need to name a successor. Okay. Isabella Desjardins is well known as a patriot who will fight tooth and claw to get our interests represented at the UN. Seen as a popular choice among patriotic and more conservative citizens, she is historically against foreign aid and a supporter of import tariffs. She's not popular internationally. Keith Gauthier is a popular figure on the international stage with a reputation for solving difficult problems through compromise and understanding. A true internationalist, is popular with the liberals and socialists as well as foreign leaders. I'm going to go with him because I really want sort of the internationals to like us. Okay, here is something I haven't seen before, hence why it's got the tutorial up. Polls. This chart shows an estimate of the percentage of the electorate that claim they would vote for you if there were an election right now. This may not be accurate, as turnout is unlikely to be 100%. Voters with no strong view either way may not show up to vote on election day unless it's made compulsory. Thank you. So, basically, yeah, we need this up. We really, really need this up right now. But it's okay. We can work on that. Let's now fix our deficit. Let's introduce that car tax. Was it the car tax? No, the carbon tax. 37 billion. Let's put this in. It's going to bring down CO2 emissions. It's going to bring down the GDP, which isn't ideal. It's going to piss off everyone, except the environmentalists. I only need to make a little bit of money. Right? 10 billion. Let's just make 10 billion. If I can get it right on. Come on. Okay, 10.02 billion per quarter. That's all I need. Let's apply that. Then let's go to brain drain, look at luxury goods tax, and if I bring this down, this basically, it's going to piss off the socialists and it's going to hurt equality, but it's currently making me 10 billion a quarter. I just made 10 billion a quarter. And this is still going to make some money. Let's bring this down to where it's sort of... hang on. Cancel all of this. How much do I currently have? 1.29. So I just want to make 1.29 billion off of this. And then we'll be all zeroed out. I think that will work. Because this is making us 10 billion, but the other one just made us 10 billion. So we bring this down to we'll make this around 2 billion. There. Apply. Okay. What else is doing this brain drain? Income tax, automation tax, that's fine. We can bring that down. Obesity I'd like to bring down. Very, very close to stopping. Very, very close, which is nice. State health service. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's sort of as much as it's there. Food price. International trade. Let's get my foreign relations up. Foreign aid. Let's spend 3 billion. Which I know is a lot of money considering I just saved a bunch of money. But I think that's going to help out in the long run. And that's what I really, really want. I found the environment, by the way. It's right here. Asthma epidemic is sort of affected by the environment, which we'll hopefully fix soon. Alcohol abuse. Can I bring this down? Alcohol consumption I need to bring down. Alcohol law. Let's, I can't raise it. I don't have enough. Huh. Okay. Well, I could do... Yeah, we'll have to come back to that. Let's see what taxes I can do. I just want to make a little bit more money. Just a wee bit. You're the only... Wait, hang on. That's 752 million. And that's 121. Let's introduce a tax on recreational drugs. It's going to annoy the youth and the poor, but it's going to bring up poverty and it's going to bring down legal drugs consumption. But it's going to make us... it's not much money. So let's just leave it as it is. Go to the next turn and see what happens. Organized crime has ended, which is good. Crime is at an all-time low. Health is going down. GDP is going down. That's bad. Royal scandal. A prominent member of the royal family has unfortunately made a comment that could be considered racist if taken out of context. The comment was overheard by press photographers and is causing a scandal. How will your government react? Support the monarch or criticize the monarch? I don't like racism. That's basically what this government's saying. Yeah, let's go with that. People aren't going to like it, but that's okay. 17% of people are going to vote for us. Still BBB. But that's okay. There is a group called the Moral Crusade who kind of don't like us. Armed police. I could spend... That's going to bring everything down. It's not going to hurt much. It's just going to bring everything down. And it doesn't spend that much money. So let's do that. Deficit's only 1.37 billion. So I can start working on that. Punitive wealth. Yeah, that's going to hurt things. Let's have a look at my income. Where's income tax is my biggest contributor. What about sales tax? Can I up this without pissing off too many people? It's going to bring down equality a little bit. Let's go with a 20% tax. Oh, I can't raise it. Oh, that's a pain. I don't have enough at all to do that. Petrol tax, government borrowing, alcohol tax, inheritance tax, tobacco tax. We could tax this. It's going to annoy everyone, but it's going to make us some money, which is nice. Again, I can't actually do that, which is a shame. Corporation tax. I could make myself just a couple billion and just do a little bit. 25%. Let's do that. a little bit of money, and it's not going to piss off people too much. And then in the next one, we'll change some of the others. Obesity has ended, and armed religious communities have ended. Credit rating is downgraded, which is a pain. I've just sort of got us out of a deficit, so that's a real issue, because that means I might not be out of a deficit because I'm having to pay more on my debt. And environmentalists don't like us because of our rubbish tips, and that's fine. So yeah, I now have a massive deficit because they're taxing me more. What a pain. Let's go to sales tax. This is going to bring down equality, self-employed, capitalist. Everyone's going to hate this. It's going to bring up poverty. It's basically just going to ruin things. How much money do I need to make? I need to make 15, was it? 15 billion? Yeah, so I got $15 billion deficit. We could just lower our expenditure. Debt interest. Yeah, well, no shit. And after that, state health service, which I don't want to lower. State pensions, I can lower. I don't really mind too much about that. That's currently costing us $10 billion. I could lower that to $3 billion. Retired people and poor people are going to be less happy. That's okay. It's saving us money. State schools, state housing, military spending is going to piss off the patriots, and it's going to make more people unemployed, but it is going to save us a couple billion. Let's lower this to $3 billion worth of spending. Oh, I can't. I have 0 political capital right now. Well, I've got 6, but, you know, that's equivalent to 0. Capitalist plot. Uh-oh. That's not good. GDP is up. Unemployment is up. We have an egalitarian society. Way. Everyone's happy. There's no racial tent. Oh, this is great. Great news. There is, however, debt protection law that I need to make a decision on. Haha. Debt collection agencies have been in the news because of the aggressive methods they're using to extract payment from people who owe large sums of money. Basically, I'm assuming they're going around and beating them all up. These debt collection agencies provide credit to people whom larger, more respectable companies will not lend money. I want to limit them. You know, as much as I believe that people need to not borrow money, like, you need to learn to live within your own means. It's more like just beating people up. So I don't particularly like that. 23% of people are going to vote for us. 16,000 members. Opposition party has more members than us. Our credit rating's a B. It's not ideal. Health. Yeah. I really need to fix our GDP somehow. I really need to fix this. The brain drain is bringing this down ridiculously. I am lowering the brain drain, though, which is good. But this, like, I can't lower it more because it's just going to kill us even more in terms of money. Debt, interest, state health service. We could lower this, right? But our health is already bad enough. Cancel. Health is already bad enough. I want this to keep going up. Alcohol abuse. How can we lower this? We can lower this by alcohol consumption, which is brought down by the alcohol tax. It's going to piss people off, but it's going to fix things. It's going to make more poor people. It is, however, going to make us $2 billion. So let's go ahead and do that. Road, building, state pension, military spending, state housing. What can I cut spending on? I really need to cut spending somehow. I could cut road spending. But that's really going to piss off the motorists. But it's going to lower traffic congestion. It's going to lower unemployment. Sorry, it's going to increase unemployment. It's going to lower car usage. I think I'm going to go with that. And then I'm going to look at the unemployment. That's homelessness, which is at an all-time max right now, which is brought down by unemployment. Unemployment, I need to bring the GDP, because the GDP is bottoming out right now. So I really need to fix this somehow. Which I can do by lowering the unemployment benefit, which is actually going to save us. Oh, I can't just yet. But if I did that, it would lower. Mean more people want to work because they can't, just get paid for doing nothing. Productivity. Yeah. We need to increase productivity. Education is pretty high. Like that's pretty decent. Pretty decent. That's maxed out, so that's not going to change anything. Like, yeah, this GDP is just killing us right now. And the brain drain is really what's causing it, which is almost gone, so that's fine. But at this point, I need to fix my deficit, otherwise I'm going to have huge issues. I can't change government borrowing, like that's just fixed, right? But I could increase the petrol tax. It's just kind of lower. It's not pissing off people too much until sort of, like, if you watch the motorist slider, it's like nothing, 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 everything, right? So let's try and do it to about there, 10 billion a quarter. Oh, I can't raise it. It costs 36 political capital. Okay, next time we'll introduce a petrol tax. That'll be our goal for the next one. There is a religious plot as well. Power lines. Angry citizens are protesting against a project to build power lines through their villages. These power lines are necessary to further increase use of renewable energy sources. Not building them would be an economic setback, but if you ignore the citizens, this will make them even angrier and supportive of their cause. No, I'm going to build them anyway. That's fine. Crime is going up. No. No. It's not what we need. We need crime to go down. What's bringing this up? Street gangs. Street gangs are still here. Poverty and unemployment, homelessness. Let's... I still want to solve poverty. State housing. I mean, obviously it's spending more money. What's private housing? Private housing is doing nothing. State housing. We'll bring down stuff, but it's going to cost us... What's our current... Yeah, continue, that's fine. Current deficit, 11 billion. Jeepers. Income. Carbon tax. It's going to bring down the GDP further if I do that. It'll make plenty of money, but it'll bring down the GDP. So I don't want to do that. Let's have a look at tourism. What brings up tourism? Tourism is brought up by the currency strength. Currency is just purely affected by the GDP. Okay, so that's just a cycle. Unfortunately, I would like to cut spending on... I don't know what I want to cut spending on. I've got 11%, like $11 billion that I need to cut. Like, I could just cut this, but that's going to screw everything over. Let's have a look at... No, let's... If I could fix street gangs, which is brought up massively by poverty and unemployment. I need to bring this down. I really, really do. Unemployment. Hurt by the GDP, hurt by the brain drain. And now I'm just going in a circle. Right, this is almost gone though. Let's... No, that's gonna cut more money. I need to fix my deficit. I need more income. I need more corporation tax. It's going to hurt my economy. It's going to hurt my GDP. It's going to hurt basically everything. Let's not do that then. What about some more of this stuff? I need something that's going to bring in a lot of money. Right. Obviously, there's the mansion tax. That would do a lot for me. But it's kind of going to annoy people as well. Car tax. Flat income tax. That would just fix everything. Every citizen pays the same marginal rate of income tax regardless of their total income. As a result, the cleaner in the office pays the same rate as the CEO, though the CEO's total tax bill will be higher. The simpler structure can lead to a lower avoidance and evasion. It is not progressive and can exacerbate income inequality. Well, that's not what I want. I don't know. This is where this game really starts to become difficult, right? This is where it all becomes difficult. Pollution is almost gone, right? Pollution is almost gone. How can I Everyone's relatively unhappy with me. Socialists, though, make up our largest section, and they are very happy with me, which is nice. I like that. How can I make these guys even happier? I can fight poverty, and I can fight poverty by... see, that's the taxes are really killing them at this point. Alcohol tax. But that makes me so much money. Like 3 billion, 0 billion. But it would bring down poverty, it would stop pissing off the poor, but it would increase alcohol consumption. Right? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I want poverty to go down. Because once poverty goes down, homelessness goes down. And once that, it's all linked. It's all linked. I can't fund science anymore. Okay, I can't do anything more with that. And I can't give more grants because I don't have the money to give more grants. Technology could be bought up. I really need to get rid of this brain drain, which is so close to happening. Let's lower this just a little bit more. Let's give myself just $1 billion out of this. Simply because I really want to get rid of that bloody brain drain. Because right now that brain drain is killing me. It really, really is. Ghettos are on their way down. Street gangs are causing it. Street gangs need to be brought down. It's brought up by poverty and unemployment, which I should hopefully have fixed in this last thing. That's like on max, so that's fine. Armed police. They have submachine guns, really? Wow. Okay. That's alright. We'll go with that then. What can I tax? I just need a little bit of tax. Just a little bit. Let's implement the mansion tax. I know it's going to piss people off. It's going to really piss off the retired people. So let's just do it to sort of where they're not going to be too pissed off. And it's going to increase the brain... Oh. It's increasing the brain drain. Well, it would even be nice of it to tell me that beforehand. Oh no! Today is a dark day for democracy as a group of religious extremists calling themselves Crusaders of the Lord successfully succeeded in assassinating the democratically elected ruler of this country. A combined attack involving half a dozen gunmen and a powerful car bomb overwhelmed our security services at a recent public speaking event. 12 people died, including you. Game over. And on that bombshell, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Democracy Theory series. I will be continuing it. I'm going to start again next week with a new attempt. Hopefully I make it through one election. So if you have enjoyed it, smash that like button. And also don't forget to hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.